It seems Kim's vow of silence is finally over after months have passed from the announcement of her divorce from Kanye West. She decided to start spilling the beans on her family show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In the recent episodes of the final season, Kim was finally seen reacting to Kanye's meltdown from last year during his first presidential campaign rally, and also to his controversial tweets directed at her and her family. So what was Kim's reaction to Kanye's insults? Kanye West is no stranger to public meltdowns. Over the years, he has had his fair share of them, but the one we're referring to took place in the summer of 2020 after Kanye decided to surprise everyone and announce on Twitter his presidential candidacy for the 2020 elections on the 4th of July. Kanye's tweet read, "We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision and building our future. I am running for president of the United States. #2020vision." Just a few days later, he got interviewed by Forbes about his 2020 vision and what he meant by it. He claimed he would run as an independent candidate under the name Birthday Party. His reasoning was because when we win, it's everybody's birthday. He also spoke about his controversial opinions on reproductive rights and said, "Planned Parenthoods have been placed inside cities by white supremacists to do the devil's work." He also spoke against the Democrats and claimed they were threatening black voters. His words were, "That's what the Democrats are doing, emotionally to my people, threatening them to the point where this white man can tell a black man, if you don't vote for me, you're not black." But after the Forbes interview, things got even better when Kanye officially kicked off his campaign with a rally held at the X-Swiss Event Center in North Charleston, South Carolina on July 19th. The event was exclusive to registered guests, and Kanye took the stage wearing a bulletproof vest and having the number 2020 shaved on the back of his head. He didn't wear a mic and gave his whole speech in a very emotional tone. The rally gave a very strange vibe from start to finish, and everyone involved looked pretty uncomfortable after a while hearing Kanye ramble on and on. But the first big surprise came when Kanye mentioned the topic of abortion and revealed that his ex-wife Kim almost aborted their first child, North. This revelation was a complete shocker to everyone, as none of them ever mentioned considering abortion. At first, he praised Kim that she made the right choice and didn't abort their daughter. Then he went on to talk about how his mother, Donda West, considered aborting him, but at the end decided against it. Then the bizarre statements kept coming when he moved on from the topic of abortion to talk about the 19th century abolitionist Harriet Tubman, who became famous for saving around 70 enslaved people. But the controversy started when Kanye, instead of praising Harriet's achievements, he claimed she never freed the slaves. To make matters worse, this wasn't even the first time Kanye had made controversial statements about slavery. Back in 2018, after his first public endorsing of Trump and his bizarre tweet that read, "You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can't make me not love him. We are both dragon energy. He is my brother. I love everyone. I don't agree with everything anyone does. That's what makes us individuals, and we have the right to independent thought." Kanye stunned everyone by claiming slavery was a choice in a TMZ interview, which went viral because of his words. He said, "When you think about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice." The faces of the two men interviewing him are the perfect description of how everyone reacted. So how did Kim react to Kanye's most worrying breakdown involving her? At first, she didn't even have time to react to all the disrespectful and private things Kanye said during his presidential rally, because immediately after ending the rally, Kanye took to Twitter to continue the controversial statements against Kim and her family. He started his Twitter rampage by tweeting about Bill Cosby in a tweet which read, "NBC locked up Bill Cosby." The tweet seemed pretty random at first, but everything started to make sense with the ones that followed. He then wrote, "Kim was trying to fly to Wyoming with a doctor to lock me up like the movie Get Out because I cried about saving my daughter's life yesterday." Of course, he didn't stop there. He called his mother-in-law, Kris Jenner, a white supremacist and followed it with another tweet that read, "Everybody knows the movie Get Out is about me." He then tweeted about Kris and said, "Kris, don't play with me. You and that Kanye are not allowed around my children. Y'all tried to lock me up. If you're not sure what the word Kanye means, don't worry, I got you." Kanye is apparently a nickname Kanye gave to Kris Jenner's boyfriend Corey Gamble, suggesting Gamble was a more relaxed version of himself. Another shocking revelation at the time was when he claimed he had been trying to divorce Kim since she met with rapper Meek at the ward-off for her prison reform campaign in November 2018. To pour even more salt on the wound, he kept going by bringing up Kim's Playboy past and her infamous sex tape with her ex-boyfriend Ray J. He did this over 2 tweets which read, "I put my life on the line for my children that North's mother would never sell her sex tape." And the other one, "I put my life on my God that North's mom would never photograph her doing Playboy, and that's on God. I'm at the ranch, come and get me." A source later revealed that this breakdown, including the rally and the tweets that followed, were the final straw that Kim needed to decide to end her marriage. The source claimed she said it was for the sake of her kids and her own sanity. What seemed to hurt Kim the most were Kanye's comments about her wishing to abort North, and the source said, "She knows this is something North will see when she gets older, and that's heartbreaking." Not even Kanye's fans were supportive of his statements, and they said the comments were wildly inappropriate. They also said he was clearly putting his relationship with Kim and the kids on the line by saying those things in public. One person wrote, "Not a huge Kim fan, but Kanye was so completely in the wrong for spreading the news that Kim considered an abortion before North was born, especially without her permission. I genuinely feel upset for her." At first, Kim didn't even reply to Kanye's statement and instead took to Instagram to comment how she and her family have struggled dealing with Kanye's deteriorating mental health. She wrote a lengthy statement publishing as a story which read, "As many of you know, Kanye has bipolar disorder. Anyone who has this or has loved one in their life who does knows how incredibly complicated and painful it is to understand." She then closed it off by adding, "Those that understand mental illness or even compulsive behavior know that the family's powerless unless the member is a minor. People who are unaware or far removed from this experience can be judgmental and not understand that the individual themselves have to engage in the process of getting help no matter how hard family and friends try." But still, until now, we haven't seen Kim's reaction to Kanye's comments apart from her social media statements. However, in one of the recent Keeping Up with the Kardashians episode, the fans finally get the chance to see Kim's reaction to Kanye's offensive comments. The reaction seemed to be toned down for the cameras, and she said Kanye's tweets were a little bit frustrating. She said she tried to separate herself from what was going on at home and what was going on the internet, which seemed to be different things. Kim also said she wished to keep all the intimate details about her relationship problems to herself and told the cameras, "It's no secret that everyone sees things in the media about my life with Kanye, but I've always been really respectful and not talking about issues that Kanye and I have." She sealed it off by saying, "I mean, you guys clearly see them on Twitter, so I'm still gonna choose to not really talk about it here." Later in the same episode, Kim is seen outside talking on the phone while her family's having lunch and discussing plans to go visit Kanye in his Wyoming ranch. Kris also told Kourtney during the lunch, "I just feel like she's struggling a bit. With all this stuff going on, I don't know how she's dealing with the stress of it all. She's always the calm in the storm and she's got a lot on her plate." To which Kourtney replied, "She can't possibly navigate this on her own." Kourtney also revealed that she had called Kanye on the phone to confront him about his tweets and confirmed Kanye had told her, "I shouldn't have done that." Kim can be seen sad and stressed out during the whole duration of the episode. However, she later talked directly to the cameras and claimed, "I've got it all figured out. My life with Kanye will be okay." Their divorce arrangement hasn't been confirmed yet, but it is known that both of them will be putting their focus on the kids' well-being. So now tell me, what do you think about the whole thing? Do you believe Kim has everything figured out as she claims? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, don't forget to leave a like, and until next time.